We now have a clear understanding of how the CKLA approach to teaching literacy allows students to develop all of the skills necessary to become proficient readers. As a last step, let's examine a CKLA skills lesson to see how the literacy skills live in an individual lesson. We are going to examine Unit 4, Lesson 4 of Grade 1. As we review the lesson, we will determine which literacy skills are addressed in each lesson component. This lesson begins with an activity where students say the sound focus of the lesson, R, orally. Students repeat words that have the R sound in the beginning, middle, and end. Students also practice discriminating between words to determine which words they hear the R sound in. This portion of the lesson is meant to familiarize students with the sound of the spelling AR. Therefore, this portion of the lesson develops students' phonemic awareness. Since students hear and identify the phoneme R, this will prepare students to attach the sound to a spelling later in the lesson. The next portion of the lesson is where the teacher introduces the spelling AR for the sound R. The teacher models writing the spelling first for students a few times. The teacher explains that the two letters work as a team, which makes the A create a different sound. The students then listen for differences in the vowel sounds between words with the AR spelling and words with different consonants after the A. Students examine the spelling card and discuss the power bar to determine how common this particular sound spelling correspondence is. Students then highlight this spelling pattern in their individual code chart so that they can reference it later when reading and writing. This portion of the lesson develops students' phonics skills since they are attaching a sound to a spelling. The RAR sound spelling correspondence is considered basic phonics since it is fairly common. Finally, the students complete a worksheet where they write the AR spelling while saying R, as well as other words that contain the AR spelling while reading them aloud. Students also match a word to a picture, allowing them the opportunity to decode words that contain the AR spelling pattern. The majority of this lesson component is asking students to attach the sound R to the spelling AR. Therefore, this lesson component is teaching students basic phonics again. Finally, students move into a whole group reading of Things That Swim. This will prepare them to read the same text in partnerships the following day. The teacher begins this lesson by previewing the spellings that students will see within the text. After whole group reading is complete, students then respond to discussion questions for Things That Swim as a whole group. Here, students are practicing their reading comprehension since they are now making meaning of a text that they read whole group. Now that we've had a chance to walk through a lesson together and identify how the lesson addresses the literacy skills students need to become proficient readers, let's pretend that you are teaching a skills lesson.